So, a lot of us were doubting Owadu, asking questions. Can he build on the legacy? Yaga Jose Riviero. But unfortunately, hey, we were proven wrong. I was one of them. I want you to join the comments. I want you to engage with us today as we dissect, as we break down the MTN 8 final that was hosted in Bombela. Unfortunately, Stellenbosch FC, hey, didn't show up on the day. It's perfectly fine. I've got one of the biggest Bagania supporters. Batigum to do this, babe. My brother, Ukren.
Yeah, no, Aaron, my brother. No, I'm happy.
Sure.
I'm excited. Our team did very well. And shout out to the coach.
Shout out to the coach. Let's start with the coach. Coach Owadu came in. We saw what happened in the PSL. He lost those first 2 games. Since then, a lot of people were doubting him already. And then guess what? This man wins his first trophy with Orlando Pirates.
With new players.
New players as well. But there was also that situation with the accident that happened as well. And a lot of people were wondering, will he be on the bench? Yeah. He was on the bench. He did look slightly injured, but he showed up. His squad showed up. Your analysis of the team.
Firstly, I think I also doubted Coach Owadu when he came in the first time because he came in, he didn't really have a record, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of us didn't know him. And you try to check his CV, he's not really a coach that achieved much.
Sure.
Right? But you look at how when he came in, he implemented changes effective immediately to Jose Rivero's team.
Yeah.
And then he lost 2 games.
Yes.
Right? And then everyone was like, no. Maybe he's not the right man for the job.
Yeah.
Then he comes in, he proves us wrong. And also, I think credit needs to go to the analysts that Orlando Pirates have. For all the players that they've signed and all the players that they've scouted. Most of the players that Orlando Pirates signed this season are players that were playing well in their teams. They were key players. So that's what makes Orlando Pirates different this season. They signed key players. They didn't just go and look for any other player because someone said, no, there's this guy that's playing well. They signed key players. Sipumbule, key player. Tsepang Moremi, key player. Sibelebele, key player. Siema, key player. Oswin Apollos, key star player. Right? So they signed all the right players at the right time and started to introduce them slowly but surely. And most of these players, when they got to Orlando Pirates, a lot of them weren't playing well simply because they were nervous. It's a big team, big stage, more viewers, right? But look at how then slowly but surely they started coming into the fold and now they're doing exceptionally well.
As Kulmengo Sipumbuli. Yazu Sipumbuli is happy. Master Chef, he's so happy at Orlando Pirates. Even during his interviews, you can see that this man is happy.
Yeah.
There's one thing about a player that's playing well on the field, but is also happy off the field.
Yeah.
Yazi Sipumbuli, is he the key that can help Orlando Pirates this season? Because he was vital in that final.
Of course. He's a very good player. Like I said last week in the video that we did, I think he's one of the best midfields, if not the best, that we have in this country. Think about it. You play him as a number 6, he plays well. Play him as a number 8, he plays well. Play him as a number 10, he plays well. He's just brilliant, right? And he looks very happy at Orlando Pirates. And we are all said when he was signed by Orlando Pirates that no, Ivan Koza knows how to take care of players like that. He knows what he needs to do.
Sure.
Right? Because there were a lot of rumors about his behavior off the pitch and that was affecting his game time and performance. But Ivan Koza said, no, it's fine. I know how to deal with players like this. Let's sign him, bring him here. Which player has ever played for Orlando Pirates and had behavior issues that you know?
None.
You know? So it was easy for Ivan Koza to control him and put him into place. And he's playing well. I still don't understand why they had to substitute him in that final. Because for me, he was the one giving Orlando Pirates the creativity. The moment they took him off, Orlando Pirates lacked creativity and then only returned to the game properly in the extra time. But if he had played the full 90 minutes, anything could have happened. And I still think, for me, he's better than Tito Maswanganya. Choose him over Tito anytime.
Hey, Tito is injured. Now he's feeling even more pressure. Talking about Tito, when he comes back from injury, is he starting on the bench or is he starting on the field? Because to me, on Saturday, it looked like Orlando Pirates doesn't necessarily need him right now.
I think it's difficult for any coach to bench a crowd favorite, unfortunately, just because the crowd loves him. And I also have a strong feeling that the technical team of Orlando Pirates also like him. So for that reason, he's going to play.
Not so because we are playing him because he's a crowd favorite.
He's a crowd favorite. You go to any team in the world, crowd favorite has to play. You don't play him, you lose a game, they're going to say it's because you're not playing this guy. Right? Because a lot of supporters are emotionally attached to him. That he does no wrong in their eyes. And it was also disrespect to compare him to the great Joe Moson. It's like, no, what are you saying?
That's rubbish.
So they're only going to play him because he's a crowd favorite. That's the only reason they're going to play him. Because when the season started, the first 2 games, he wasn't playing well. But they continued to play him nonetheless. come to Orlando Pirates now, do you think you'd bench Relay? Even if you don't
There's
like
no
how
way.
he plays. But why? Because he's a crowd favorite. You know, they called him to the national team, crowd favorite. Tito was also called to the national team. It's only on injury that he couldn't play. But because he's a crowd favorite, they're going to play him. But if everything was fair, for me, when he comes back, he has to be on the bench. Because Usipombule is playing well.
Yeah.
Usipombule is fit. Usipombule is just... He makes it look easy, and he's a bliss to watch, you know. And he's more creative than Tito. He shoots better, he passes better, he spaces better, he takes better runs, and then like tactically he makes better like tactical decisions than Tito. And Sipombule doesn't lose the ball. It's difficult for you to take the ball from him. Did you see what it did to the Nigerian players? Would Tito do something like that? No, he wouldn't. But because Tito's a crowd favorite, then definitely he's going to play.
Yazabatu Tito must start on the bench. What are you saying? We want you a part of this conversation. Please comment and let's engage with you. Let's talk about another crowd favorite, Rile Mofokeng. Some would say he's the face of South African football.
Yeah.
First few games in the league, he was off form.
Yeah.
Hugo Bruce still calls him up to the national team. He didn't play. He sat on the bench.
Yeah.
Right? Then he plays in the MTN 8 final against Stellies, right? So often in sports, they say form is temporary, right? But class is permanent.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Rile Mofokeng, because to me, when I saw him on the field, I was quite nervous.
Yeah.
But he showed up. And my question was, should he actually play as a number 10? Or must Coach Owadu keep him on the wing?
Okay, firstly, I think I agree that he had a shaky start to the season.
Sure.
But like I said to you, you can't judge a player's form based on 4 games. You can't tell me a player's off form just because of 4 games, right? And of course, you had to call him to the national team. This guy's one of the best players we have in the country, and we know what he's capable of. We saw what he did for Orlando Pirates last season. There was only one player that was better than him last season, Lucas Ribeiro.
Yep.
Other than that, he had shined everyone. So you don't take that and put it aside and say that, no, I'm not calling him because of these first 4 games. And I think he's having a lot of mental issues. I say this because he's lost his fellow Cocomelon, Mohankot.
Yeah.
So now he's thinking, ish, will it ever happen for me? So that might
there's a
have
confidence
Yes.
issue,
So that
yeah.
might have also affected his form.
Yeah.
But on Saturday, I was also shocked when he started because I thought he was going to come on as a sub. I wanted Oswin Apollos to start, you know, because I still think Oswin Apollos is the better player.
Sure.
He comes on Saturday and he played well. I loved how he
loved
played.
that
you know?
boy.
I just loved how he played. Like, on Saturday, he was so creative. He was making the right runs and he was so confident on the ball. But he then played better when they played him as a number 10. So I think also he's not the kind of player that you can depend on to do everything for you. When he's surrounded by the right players and the right qualities, then he plays well. Because now look at how he played in extra time. He had Oswin Apollos and he had Tsepang Moremi. He had players who were making the right runs at the right time for him, who made it easy for him to hold on to the ball and release it when he needed to. And then he also had Mabasa. Mabasa believes a lot in relay. They have a good relationship in Mabasa. So Mabasa's there boosting his confidence also. And he knows that anytime I'm looking for a diagonal pass, I know Mabasa's making the right run. Anytime I turn that way and I'm trying to switch the ball, I know Tsepang Moremi is making the right run. When I look on the right, I have Oswin Apollos, who can also cut in and help me here whenever I'm lacking. He looks behind him, Talent Mbata is there. He looks on the other side, he had Usihle Ndule. So he was surrounded by quality at that moment in time. He was obviously going to shine. So you play him with the right players, he's going to give you what you want. And personally, I think he needs to play as a number 10. That team that played in extra time, that's my starting 11.
That's your starting 11.
That's my starting 11.
You spoke about Moremi, the man who got the brace. A lot of people were saying that Moremi is not good enough at the start of the season. A lot of fans were even swearing at him, right? Saying, why is this guy wearing the Orlando Pirates colors? He doesn't deserve to be here. And then he showed up big time when it matters the most. We talk about big players in big moments. Scoring that first goal, I feel, just relieved the pressure on Orlando Pirates because they were creating opportunities within the game, but just that final touch wasn't there. That first goal to me is the goal that just gave Pirates the confidence to close off the game. Moremi, are you giving him a position in the starting lineup consistently? Because he's shown it now in the big moments.
Yeah. So there are players that play well when they come off the bench. And there are players that play well when they start the game. Sibelebel is good when he starts the game.
Sure.
I don't think he's the kind of guy that can change the game. Moremi knows how to change the game. Right? So sometimes as a coach, it's advisable for you to understand your players and the roles that they play for the team. So you take a player like Utapole Moremi, Tsepang Moremi, you know that, okay, cool, I'm lacking goals, I'm lacking pace, and I'm lacking crosses. He knows how to do that. I've seen the full back of the opposition that we're playing. And I can see that, okay, at right back, Stellenbosch's right back is lacking here and here. So if Moremi comes in, Moremi is going to keep him busy. Once this guy's running a lot, it opens holes for Rile. And then it opens holes also for Oswin Apollos. Now this guy, because Moremi is running a lot and Rile is holding on to the ball more, he focuses on Rile. Then what happens? Moremi is free.
Yeah.
Then he gets all the right passes at the right time. So for me, he's not the kind of player that I would start. I know I said that the extra time team is the team that I would start. I wouldn't necessarily start him, but he's a player that I'd always play off the bench. Coach Owadu read the game well this time. Because he won the game from the bench. So he read the game well and he understood like when to make the substitutions, how to make the substitutions. And he also read Stellenbosch's game. He could see that, okay, these guys are flat. They're tired now. So what I need is a wing who knows how to score goals, a wing who has skill, and a wing that knows how to read the game. That's going to make it possible for my midfield to play. Because there was a point where Orlando Pirates, especially after they had substituted Usipombule, they were lacking creativity. Even the wings weren't coming into the fold. So that's where they were like, okay, now it's Tsebang Moremi come in. The boy was judged too soon. It makes sense. Orlando Pirates is a big team. It's a results-driven team. When you come there, we want results. The supporters always want results. Kaizer Chiefs, the same. You go there, you play 3 games, and you're not performing, the supporters are going to start booing you. The moment you sign that contract, you're signing to an Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, or Kaizer Chiefs, or any big team in the world, you must know what you're getting yourself into, and you must be ready for the pressure. And for me, he's done well, because he was booed, but he kept his calm, and he was like, Yazin, I'll come back. And also, shout out to the coach for continuing to believe in him.
You talk about signing your contract for Pirates. You have to show up, and you have to show up in the big moments. Oswin Apollos, to me, I feel like that's the best signing
Come on.
Orlando Pirates made during the transfer window.
Yeah.
Right? On Saturday, my argument was Oswin should have been player of the match. I get that Moremi won it. He scored the brace. Mara, come on, guys. Oswin deserved it. Would you agree?
I also agree. I thought Oswin Apollos was going to take it. Like I said, I was shocked to see him in the bench when the game started. Without Oswin Apollos, there's no brace for Moremi.
Fact.
Because he's the one that created both goals.
Let him
right?
cook.
And I think Oswin Apollos is the best signing. Number one, he's a direct player. I've never seen a direct player play like that. Because a direct player, you know that he's just going to run down the line. You know, when Iron Robin used to play, you knew that when he gets the ball, he just wants to cut in and go for the shot.
Fact.
You know, but he was still unpredictable. So Oswin Apollos, for me, he shouldn't even be playing in the PSL. Number one, he's short. Like, it's so seldom to find a short player like that play with so much confidence. The last time someone of his height played so well was with Tso. Because Tso was very, he was very short. But geez, his confidence was on another level. So Oswin Apollos, for me, he ticks all the boxes for a wing. You play him on the left, he gives you the results. You play him on the right. A lot of us were shocked to see him play on the right, and we were worried that between him and Rile, who's going to play, because they both like playing from the left and cutting into the right. But he went to the right, and that's where he created the first goal on the right, took the right run. Even when he has the ball, how he turns back, beats one player, then continues to push forward. You know, so I think he's the best signing for Orlando Pirates, and it makes sense why he's always a starter in the national team.
You talk about the national team. I want to focus on Mbogazi, pardon me, right? That guy, I'm still baffled by the fact that he's 19, right? National team duty, he shows up big time. Orlando Pirates, he shows up big time.
Yep.
Some are saying that he is the main captain. Some are saying CBC is the main captain, right? CBC was injured for a part of the season so far, right? He came on Saturday. Shouldn't Mbogazi just be the captain of Orlando Pirates? Because he's owning that defense.
Yeah.
He's solid, every department. But then some would say, man, CBC won't experience, man. Don't take it away from CBC.
I think also, I agree with CBC being captain. CBC has played for Orlando Pirates longer, and he's served the team longer.
Sure.
And he's achieved way much more with the team than Mbogazi has. Mbogazi is still young, of course. You don't take away the experience that CBC gives Mbogazi. You don't take away the leadership that CBC offers Mbogazi. Because without CBC, well, yes, Mbogazi is a good player. But remember, when he came on, this is after Thabiso Sisani was injured. And then also Olisanda is injured. So now there isn't a possible replacement. What the team then does is they look to their DDC team and they're like, okay, here's the captain of the DDC. He's playing well. He comes on to...
Let's elevate him.
Yeah. Now he comes on to the first team. The first player he plays with is Nkosinathi CBC. And he plays with CBC when CBC is on form. So you don't take away what CBC's done, right? In the future, yeah, maybe, because CBC yakulanyana. So in the future, maybe Yangamtatele Pande. But I still think CBC deserves to be captain. But if you ask me as a player, Umbogazi, for me right now, he's the best player in the country right now.
The best player in the country.
Yes, and we haven't had a defender win player of the season. The last time a defender won player of the season in the Betway Premiership or in the PSL was with OJ Mabizela. And it's looking likely that Umbogazi might contend for it. If he keeps up his form, if he keeps playing like this, he's definitely going to take it.
Orlando Pirates now have the confidence. Let's say they're cruising nicely, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at this Orlando Pirates squad, I'm still asking myself that question. Yes, they've won the MTN 8 4 times. Sharp. Is this the team that will compete for the league title? Remember, they're also playing on the African continent in the CAF Champions League.
Yeah,
because the team was looking good on Saturday. I still want the league, though.
Without a doubt.
Are we competing? That's
what
the question.
what you see on the league now is temporal.
Hey.
We all know who number 1 and number 2 belongs to. You know what you.
Yes.
So the problem is when Coach Owadu took over. Yes, he lost 2 games, but he was onto something.
Sure.
He was testing the players. He wanted to see, okay, who do I play? When do I play? And he also went back and learned from his mistakes that, okay, if it's not broken, why fix it? But I need a player like Usihle Nduli because Kitlen Makaula is injured. So who owns that midfield for me? Who wins that midfield battle for me, right? Now he has Utalent Mbata. Tito Masangang is injured. He has Sipho Mbule. So what Orlando Pirates has now is depth. That's something that a lot of teams don't have. It's depth. And when Coach Owadu took over, a lot of us were worried about how he was going to deal with such a big squad. But now we know. He knows how to use the players and when to use the players. And also, Ubab Mnikazi also must be given credit because he's been there for a very long time and obviously he does help Coach Owadu a lot. But this is a title contending team. They could even go as far as winning it. They could go as far as winning. I don't see them losing any games anytime soon.
Yeah.
They've been on an unbeaten record ever since the last 2 games that they've lost, right?
Sure.
So you look at how they go pound for pound with Mamelodi Sundowns now. Orlando Pirates doesn't fear Mamelodi Sundowns anymore. Mamelodi Sundowns is just another team to Orlando Pirates now. Kaizer Chiefs also doesn't fear Mamelodi Sundowns.
Hey,
Mamelodi
we saw
Sundowns
that.
is just another team. Unfortunately, like I always say, a bad coach and good players don't mix. They have good players, but they have a bad coach in Miguel Cardoso. You come to Orlando Pirates, they're ticking all the boxes right now. They have depth. If Libitz was injured, there's Dino van Rooyen. There's Mashilwan. In central defense, there's Siema, artificial intelligence, right? There's Upodlela, there's TLB, there's Olisanda. Sesan is returned to training now. So can you see, how do you compete with so much depth? You look at a team like a Kaizer Chiefs, for example. When certain players are injured, they can't play. What happens when Userino's injured? Who's giving us the goals? Who's shooting? What happens when Umtu Shabalala gets injured? Who's more creative? Who's giving them the creativity? Who's taking the runs? Who's reading the game for them? So what they need to is depth.
You talk about Sundowns, ne? Ungakhohlwa ukuthi Sundowns, they're on top. They beat Maki CFC this past weekend.
For now, yeah.
Right? Yes, the Sundowns, a lot of people would say that Sundowns haisafani. Since Rulani Mokoena left, this Sundowns team hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
But they're getting the results. They're on top of the table. Can this team compete? Right? Specifically on the African continent. Because I feel like the league is not a test for them. My KCFC is not a test for Sundowns. The question is the African continent. Where will they finish? I want you to put your head on the block. Miguel Cardoso, CAF Champions League. Semi-finals, quarterfinals. Because I don't even think they're going to reach the final.
I don't see them going past the group stages, like I said last time.
The group stages?
I don't see them going past the group
don't
stages.
disrespect Sundowns like that.
But but I'm telling you, and I'll tell you why I say this. Without Utebogo Mokoena, who else do they have? Because he's carrying the team alone right now. He's the only player that looks like he wants to play for Miguel Cardoso.
You
know?
Allende.
Look, Bo Salez, Bo Allende, they there. But sometimes some players are just there. Like, it's... Let me find an example for you. For example, you look at PSG, how they won the UEFA Champions League.
Sure.
Everyone wanted to play. Everyone wanted to win. But you look at Mamelodi Sundowns and just how they're playing. They're depending mostly now on their young players. And those players are not that experienced. Yes, they're surrounded by experienced players in the likes of Opri Mudiba, Kuriso Mudau and them. But you take away Kuriso Mudau, you've seen that they've been exposed now. You take away Lucas Ribeiro, you can see that, okay, cool. Yeah. These are the people that
Ribeiro
they depend
was a big loss
on. His body's letting him down right now. He got injured again yesterday. So his body's letting him down right now, you know? And I think he's close to retiring now. So you take away those guys. Yes, you can put in these young stars, but are they good enough to replace those guys now? Is the question.
Definitely
you can't tell
not.
me you tested playing against Magesi. And this is not to disrespect Magesi or Coach Owen Takama, one of the best coaches we have in South Africa. But I don't see Mamelodi Sundowns. They might, even the league, if they win it, it's going to be a close call. Maybe like 1 point nyana or goal difference. Should they win the league. But Kef, they must forget about Kef.
Let's move on to Wednesday. There's a big game that a lot of people are eyeing. But it's top of the table battle. Amakosi Kaizer Chiefs, Sekhukhune United.
Tomorrow.
Sekhukhune United, they've had a solid run so far. Eric Tinkler at the start of the season spoke about the only thing he wants to achieve is 50 points.
Yeah.
But the way they are going now, Angati, they might be in the top 4. They might achieve more than the 50 points that he has planned for. Can Kaizer Chiefs win this game?
Without a doubt. Sekhukhune United is coming to the FNB Stadium. Chiefs is at home. It's going to be a sold-out venue. So the 12th man here, Chiefs, is there to make sure that Chiefs wins. They have Thabiso Munyane, who just comes from Bafana Bafana. Mtutuzi Shabalala also comes from Bafana Bafana. They have Paseka Mako. So they have good players who also know how to win and achieve things. Because Munyane has won the MTN8 with Orlando Pirates. So has Paseka Mako. They've played for the national team before. So they know what it's like to win. So for me, what they're bringing to this Chiefs team is a winning mentality, right? And then Mteto is also promising. He's been playing well so far. I can't really fault him much. He's been playing well. Lilepo looks like he's improved. He's solid, picked up a bit of form. I see Chiefs winning. Easy, 2-1. Kaizer Chiefs is definitely taking this one. Yeah, Sekhukhune is a good team, but remember, every other team is here to compete against Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns. It's not the other way around. Chiefs doesn't play against Sekhukhune United. Sekhukhune plays against Chiefs. So number one, because Chiefs is a big team, they definitely deserve to win, and I'd like for them to win. And I've seen some of their players; they have a few standout players, and I'm just waiting for Coach Nabi to give Mfundo Vilakazi his chance. I think Mfundo Vilakazi has the potential to be their best player, but Coach Nabi is not giving him enough game time. And they've signed the right players too. They've recently announced also the signing of Maboe. I don't think they can use that kid yet, Upartman yet, because of there's a legal issue between them and Cape Town Spurs for that boy, but. You ask me in terms of the right players, they do have those players. Is Sekhukhune beat Orlando Pirates and then all of a sudden people think they're on a roll? It's the start of the season. They might not even, bro, they could even be outside the top 8 at the end of the season. I don't see them beating Chiefs Worst case would be a draw.
As Kulbengo Coach Nabi, right? Last season, people were calling for his head. But this guy has to go. Where's Lisa? And then he won the Nedbank title, right? Then things changed a little bit. He came in to the start of this season. Of course, we know his wife was sick. He left the country. His assistant coach took over.
Yeah.
Coach Nabi then came back, right? When you go Coach Nabi, it's nice and early in the season. I want your honest opinion on Coach Nabi because we were very, very critical of him last season.
Yeah.
Utini go Coach Nabi for this season since they've started well.
Look, when Coach Nabi took over Kaizer Chiefs, the first thing he said to Chiefs' management was, don't expect me to win the league with these players. Because he could see that they don't have good players.
Yeah.
Right? And then he said, sign me the right players. I'll give you results. They listened to him. They started signing in players, although some of the players were free transfers, but they signed those players. And look at how now, all of a sudden, they look promising because he has the right players, right? I think Coach Nabi is a good coach, but I just don't think he's good enough for the PSL, personally.
Coach Nabi is not good enough for the PSL.
Personally, I just don't think he's good enough for the PSL. Sharp, he can win, 5 games unbeaten, whatever. Yes, we'll give him credit for that, but he finally has right players. But I still don't see him winning the league. I don't see him going anywhere in the CAF Confederations Cup. Chiefs hasn't competed at that level for a very long time, and most of the players that they haven't played that level. Name one player in the Chiefs squad now that's competed at CAF level.
None.
You understand? So, I mean, they're going to win against this Sekhukhune United. They might finish. They definitely are going to finish in the top 4. But also, the reason I'm saying that he's not a good coach, look at how they're winning. Look at the goals that they're scoring. When was the last time a striker won them the game? When was the last time Coach Nabi actually signed the right striker? He's less worried about his striker. He's busy signing defenders and he's signing midfields.
Midfielders,
But who are the midfields passing? Who are they feeding? So now it puts a lot of responsibility to the midfields, because now these midfields have to be creative and then go score the goals and then come back, and then the whole country's like, yeah, Nabi's cooking. He's not cooking anything. I don't think he's a good coach.
Nabi's not cooking anything. He's real.
You know, so that's what I think about him. I just don't think he's a good coach for the PSL, just like Miguel Cardoso. Good coaches, but not for the PSL.
You mentioned it earlier. You said that sometimes we play crowd favorites just to make the fans happy.
Yeah.
My question when it comes to Coach Nabi and his technical team is, why are they always playing Vilakazi in the last few minutes of the game? Because Vilakazi should at least get a full 45 minutes, or possibly start the game. I feel like, yes, he's a young player, but the way in which he changes the tempo of the game in the last 5 minutes, we should at least give him more time.
So number one, TLP turns 20 next month, I think, or next week, but soon he turns 20, which means he's not that older than Mfundo Vilakazi. He was 19, Pirates played him. Mhaonkota, 19, Pirates played him. Rilem Fukeng, 19, Pirates played him. So now you look at Coach Nabi, it's as if he thinks this boy is too young. But look at the best players in the country right now. It's all young players. Look at that Bafana team. It's young players. Oswin Apollos is in his early 20s, so he's a 2K himself. He's a Coco Melon now, as they say. So if you're telling me that you're not playing him because he's too young or he doesn't have enough experience, you're talking about a player that just won the Under-20 AFCON. You're talking about a player that's been selected to go play in the Under-20 World Cup. So Vilakazi played at 20 years. So Vilakazi was one of the most important players for Pirates. If a player is good, if they're good, just put them on, let them play. Lamine Yamal at 17, star player at Barcelona, you know? So that's why I'm telling you that Coach Nabi, for me, is not a good coach for the PSL. Like, what's he grooming Mfundo for? There's nothing left to groom there. He might go play in the World Cup and then be scouted overseas. Wherever they sign him, he becomes a starter. Then what? You know? So I think he just needs to accept the fact that right now, it's all about the youngsters. They're playing well. Just let the boy play. Give him his shine. Let him play. Let him enjoy. Let him gain experience on the pitch, not off the pitch. You don't gain experience off the pitch. You don't gain experience coming off the bench all the time. You gain experience by playing with experienced players. Umbogazi gained the experience by playing with Nkosinathi CBC, starting with CBC. And the way he became so experienced and confident, he started for Bafana Bafana. A lot of us were saying that, what is Hugo Bruce doing? But Hugo Bruce proved to us that, hey, age is just a number sometimes when it comes to sport. If someone is good and they're playing well, let them play. So Coach Nabi must stop being scared. That's why I'm saying, what's he cooking? He's been cooking.
He's still cooking.
We're starving now. We want to eat.
He must dish out the food.
He must dish out the food. So I think Mfundo Vilakazi has potential to be one of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
You know, plus he's skillful, makes the right runs, knows how to score, knows how to create. And most of the time when he comes on for Chiefs, even if they put him for like 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes he has an impact.
He cooks.
You know, so just play the poor boy.
Hey, so many talking points from this show. Number one, MTN8 final. Should Oswin Apollos have been player of the match? Sundowns, Coach Cardoso, we are watching you. Is he the man for the job? And also, at Naturena, Coach Nabi, can he actually win a trophy or a title with this team? So many talking points. I want you to engage in the conversation. The conversation continues right here on What's Hot on the Street. Danko.
Danko.